Welcome to our YouTube video. Today, Alex Amundsen and I, the Brady Bunch girl, are going to be comparing and contrasting investment opportunities in Brazil and India. Let's start with Brazil. Brazil is the 7th richest country in the world. With an export-oriented economy, the United States ranks number 2 with 10% of all of Brazil's exports going directly to the U.S. GDP was at $2.25 trillion in 2012 and experienced a change of 2.5% in 2013. U.S. foreign direct investment in Brazil was $79.4 billion in 2012, up 7.5% from 2011. U.S. direct investment in Brazil is led by the manufacturing and finance insurance sectors. Brazil FDI in the United States was $3.6 billion in 2012, down 29.5% from 2011. Brazil's reported direct investment in the U.S. is led by the wholesale trade sector. U.S. goods and private services trade with Brazil totaled $107 billion in 2012. Exports totaled $68 billion, imports totaled $39 billion. The U.S. goods and services trade surplus with Brazil was $29 billion in 2012. Brazil is currently our 9th largest goods trading partner with $72 billion in total goods trade during 2013. Goods exports totaled $44 billion and goods and imports totaled $28 billion. The U.S. surplus with Brazil was $17 billion in 2013. Brazil was the United States' 7th largest good export market in 2013. U.S. goods to Brazil that were exports in 2013 were $44.1 billion, up 0.7% from 2012, and up 294% from 2003. U.S. exports to Brazil accounted for 2.8% of overall U.S. exports in 2013. The top export categories in 2013 were machinery, mineral fuel, aircraft, electrical machinery, and organic chemicals. U.S. exports of agricultural products to Brazil totaled $1.9 billion in 2013, the 14th largest ag export market. Leading categories include wheat, dairy products, prepared food, and feeds and fodders. Brazil was the United States' 16th largest supplier of goods that were imported in 2013. U.S. goods imports from Brazil totaled $27.6 billion in 2013, a 14.2% decrease from 2012, but up 54% from 2013. U.S. imports from Brazil accounted for 1.2% of overall U.S. imports in 2013. The 5 largest categories in 2013 were mineral fuel and oil, iron and steel, special other such as returns and repairs, machinery, and aircraft. U.S. imports of agricultural products from Brazil totaled $3.4 billion in 2013, the 6th largest supplier of ag imports. Leading categories include coffee, tobacco, fruit and vegetable juices, and coarse grains. And now let's take a look at India.
India is a land of opportunity containing an abundance of highly skilled labor and consistent economic growth. India is the 10th largest economy and the largest democracy by population. In terms of purchasing power parity, India would actually rank 4th among the world's economies. Considering their economic strength and size, investment in this country could be a very lucrative endeavor. India has a large, growing middle class on top of great consumer base to build upon. 55% of its population is under the age of 25 years old, which is huge for future business. The Indian government also accords high priority to the development of infrastructure in highways, ports, railways, airports, power, and telecom. The government actively seeks private foreign investment and domestic investment for the infrastructure sector. India provides a liberal, attractive, and investor-friendly investment climate. India has the most liberal and transparent policies on foreign direct investment among major economies of the world. 100% FDI is allowed under the automatic rule in all sectors except a few areas, which require prior approval by the government. Under the automatic rule, investors are required to only notify the Reserve Bank of India within 30 days of receipt of inward remittance. For FDI profits earned, dividends, and proceeds of sale of investments are fully repatriable, which means all assets can be brought back to the home country. And now let's take a look at India by the numbers. By the numbers, the Indian economy has been growing at an average growth rate of 8.8% per annum for the last 3 years, with strong manufacturing increases of almost 9%, along with export increases of 25.8% and import growth of 29%. Other than the rapidly growing sectors, the unemployment rate is the only black eye in the Indian economy, which is 8.5%. Many of the rural citizens have been left behind in the growth of the economy going forward. We will need to monitor that to ensure the middle class can continue to grow at a steady rate. Total trade in the services sector for the economy has been a shining star, recently registering a 16.1% increase. The actual goods being imported to the country from the U.S. currently are precious stones and metals, machinery, aircraft and spacecraft parts, mineral fuel and oil, optical instruments and equipment, electrical machinery, and miscellaneous chemical products and organic chemicals. And now let's move to our recommendations. When analyzing these two countries, India holds the edge in future consumers, the labor force, and the governmental environment. In conclusion, given the advantages of the regulatory landscape and incentives India provides to companies, along with having the edge in future consumers and the labor force, we would recommend India over Brazil for any type of international business. Thank you for your time in considering our recommendations.